Now let us see what is the call method in JavaScript. So before we start with this tutorial, make sure that you have gone through the previous video for the use of this keyword. So it is nothing but the predefined method of the JavaScript, and it is used to call a method by supplying an argument that will be treated as the owner object. So what if we are saying the owner of the object? It's simply defined by the properties and method that we can access with the help of this keyword. Let us go ahead with the practical. Let us open this in browser. You can see the sum of given two number has been printed. Now if I am saying I am passing two arguments and calculating these two arguments, let's say I am passing 20, 30. So it is printing 50. Now let us see the use of call method in order to create the owner object. What is the owner object over here? This is the owner object having these properties and these method. Now I am saying I want to create these two owner of property outside of this object. So what I have to do, let's say my object is, let's say math values equals to num1 20, num2 30, and I want to use these properties as the owner property for this object that I have already used. This dot num1, this dot num2. If I am running this program, then let's see what will happen. So it is saying not a number. Why? Because we are passing the number 20 and 30 to num1 and num2. That is not the owned property for this object. This dot num1 is different from num1 and this dot num2 is different from num2. So I want to make this object as the owner object over here. I want to create the owner property. So what I have to do, just like I am calling this function sum, I will pass math values. Now let's see what will happen. Math values, this is math value that we are passing. So what wrong we are doing? We are using this math. We are not using dot call method. So now we are invoking this method with the help of this object as an owner. We are trying to invoke this function as an owner object, this. Now we already know whatever property we are defining inside the object is considered as the owner property and can be accessible via this keyword. Now I will be able to access this property with the help of this keyword inside this object. With the help of call method that will call the method using this object. So now you can see we are able to access the values and perform the calculation as well. We have accessed these two properties with the help of this keyword inside this object by the use of call method. Now what if I have to pass some arguments other than to make some owner property? Let's say I am passing an operator. If operator equal plus, then I will perform addition. If operator equals to minus, then I will perform subtraction. If it is multiplication, then I will perform multiplication for this object and the properties. So what I have to do, when we are using the call method, then the first object that we supply will be treated as the owner object that is passing as an argument parameter. This is treating as an owner object passing as a parameter to the function, and this will be accessible via this keyword. And I want to pass some more parameter that will be treated as the normal parameter. Let's say I am passing minus. So it is performing the subtract function. If I am passing multiplication, then it is performing multiplication. So if we have n number of parameters other than this owner argument parameter, then we can just pass with the help of comma, and whatever things I am passing after this comma will be considered as the parameter for this function. If suppose that, so if we have p1, p2, p3 other than operator, then we can simply pass p1, p2, p3 more. We just have to consider for the first argument that will be going to become the owner object for this calculation. So that's all about the call method, and we have seen how we can make the owner object by calling the function and just creating and accessing the value via this keyword. That's all. Thank you so much.